Hello guys, welcome back to another video. As promised, we are not unboxing more Magic, well, we are unboxing more Magic the Gathering. We are not unboxing more Commander Legends, Dungeons, Dragons, Battle for Baldur's Gate. No siree. We are unboxing Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond Warhammer 40k Commander Deck Necron Dynasties. Yeah, this is not the foil one. These are just the normal one. Just this guy's foiled on the inside. So yeah. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Choose your army and overcome both friend and foe as Warhammer 40k comes to the definitive multiplayer Magic format. Awaken the Necrons from their slumber to build powerful artifacts while your opponents may slay them. They will rise again to steal your victory. Necrons. The Necrons are a race of mechanical warriors who were betrayed by their gods and entombed in cold, unfeeling bodies. Now awakening from a millennia long slumber, they aim to conquer the galaxy and rule it once again. Clad in self-repairing living metal and armed with terrifying gas weaponry, Necrons are a horrific foe. Yeah, we got a 100 card deck with 42 new cards, a foil etched display commander, a 10 double-sided tokens, plus a deck box, life wheel, strategy insert, and reference card. We will read most of the cards in here, except we will not read the flavor text. Normally I would, but today I'm not. And I see that I messed that up. Oops. But yeah, we are going to unbox it. Come on, please don't rip. I want to keep this box. All right, we're taking out the scissors. Ow. Okay, nope. Plan B. I just stabbed the box. Plan B is what? Okay, snap. What I was doing. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, don't use scissors. I poked myself and that kind of hurt. Alright, but yeah. There we go, and come on out! Come on, I believe in you. Thank you. Alright, ooh, how'd they do this? Face, man, Warhammer 40. That looks sick. Alright. Oh, I see how they did this. So, like, hold up. We're gonna zoom out a bit so you guys can see everything. You might be able to see everything else around me, but that's fine, because got nothing to hide. We've got Universes Beyond thing. We have the deck of Necrons. And then we have the actual deck box. That looks... Hold up. I'm gonna just do that. Fold them. Fold that both ways. And fold it again. Warhammer 40k. That's pretty cool. And then, let's see. Oh, the 10 double-sided life wheel thing. Wait, can I poke out that? I really want to poke out that. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool. Look at that. That is sick. All right. Aeons, they have slumbered. Pretty sure you can poke out this too if you want to. I'm not going to though. I like this guy. All right. So we're gonna put this back together real quick so I can have it on, like display or something. Maybe tape it back up somehow. I'm not sure how I'll do that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to tape that back up. Put some type of weight on it. Put that over there for now. Alright, you ready? You still have the deck. We have the life wheel, which goes up to 40, down to, actually I can tell you, down to 21 on this side, and then down up to 20 and down to 1. So yeah. Alright. Before we zoom back in and look at the whole entire deck, we gotta look at this. Normally they give you, oh yes, they give you some like lore about it per se. I will not read everything because there's a lot. But you guys, of course, are welcome to pause and read it. I will probably read this sometime today, later, because there's a lot here. Oh, sorry. My mistake. Resurrect the Silent King. Some lore about him. There you go. And then Imhotep, the Storm Lord. I think the main guy I will run for this deck will be Anakir the Traveler, because he sounds better and more powerful in my opinion. Alright, let's just... Nope, we're not going to take out the scissors. Last time we did that, we hurt ourselves. Oh, here we go. Actually, no, we're fine. Where are you supposed to rip? Oh, that way. I have a lot of garbage. Alright. Now, before we get into the deck, yep, there are 10. Here's the solid version of him. Thicker. And then we have the 10 Necron Warriors. We have the On Your Turn in the popular Magic formats. And then the Insects. Yep. Put those over there. Alright, now we're going to zoom in. We're going to zoom in right on that deck. There we go. Alright. Wait. Move up. Alright, now we're good. Now you guys can see Shezarek, the Silent King. 1 black for a 3/4 legendary artifact creature. Necron. Hold up. Alright, yep. That's 3 back into 1. We are going to go take out all the swamps. Go through all the swamps real quick. They're all Necron-y theme. Death and whatnot. Whatever Necron else's do. Alright, so yeah. There's 30 swamps, I believe, that are basic. Oh. And there we go. Now we're good. We have a better deck. Alright. Shezarek, the Silent King. 1, a black for a legendary artifact creature, Necron. 3/4, flying. My will be done. Whenever Shezarek, the Silent King attacks, mill 3 cards. You may put an artifact creature card or vehicle card from among the cards milled this way into your hand. Pretty cool. And then the secondary commander, not the commander I will be running low. Neither of them. Anakir, Imhotep, the Storm Lord. Is he? Oh, he is. That's kind of cool. He's also, not all the cards are, just those 2. Imhotep, the Storm Lord. 2 black for a legendary artifact creature, Necron. A 3/3, and then Periothon. Whenever 1 or more artifact creature cards leave your graveyard, create 2 2/2 black Necron warrior artifact creature tokens. Grand Strategist. At the beginning of combat on your turn, another target artifact creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains menace until end of turn. Pretty powerful. Flayed 1, 2 and black for an artifact creature, Necron. A 4/1. Lifelink. Flesh Flare. When flayed 1 enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. Hexmark Destroyer. 4 black for an artifact creature, Necron. A 6/6. Multi-threat Eliminator. Hexmark Destroyer can't be blocked except by 6 or more creatures. And it has unearth for 4 and 2 black, which means you unearth it and it comes back to the battlefield, but then at the end of your turn, you exile it. And you can only unearth as a sorcery. Or if it would leave the battlefield, it would also get exiled. Pretty much if it leaves the battlefield for any reason, or at the end of your turn, it gets exiled. Plasmancer. 2 black for a 3/3 artifact creature, Necron Wizard. Dynasty Advisor. When Plasmancer enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic swamp card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, not put it into your card. It's also a 3/3. Psychromancer. 1 in the black for a artifact creature, Necron Wizard. Flying. And it's also a 1/1. Homebringer of Despair. Whenever a Psychromancer or another, non-token artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield or is put into exile from the battlefield, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. I'm gonna get this wrong. I'm sorry if I spell anything wrong. Comment you not know how to spell or something like that. Or you do not know how to spell. Anything that sounds weird. Because who doesn't like it? Shateka Immortal. 2 in a black for an artifact creature, Necron. Flash Elite Troops. Shazrak Immortal enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature that died this turn. And it's a 2/2. Scop Tira Destroyer. 2 black for an artifact creature, Necron. Death Touch. 4/2. By the way, it's a 4/2. Hyper Phase Thrashers. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, Shazrak Destroyer gains first strike until end of turn. Praetorian. 1 in a black for an artifact creature, Necron. 2 and a 1 for flying. Domestic Codes. Whenever Tournament Futura Praetorian. I'm sorry, I'm spelling so many of these names wrong. Enters the battlefield from a graveyard. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. It also has unearth for 4 and black. You have the Night Scythe, which is an artifact vehicle. Night Scythe, 3/3, 3/1. 3/3, no, I'm sorry. Night Scythe, a 3 generic mana artifact for a 3/1 artifact vehicle. Flying, Invasion Beams. Beams, not beans. When Night Scythe enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 black Necron artifact creature warrior. Creature token. Crew 2. Tap any number of creatures you control with total power 2 or more. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Defile. Black. For an instant, target creature gets -1 until end of turn for each swamp you control. You will most likely have a lot since every land in here is a swamp. Dread Return. 2 black for a sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Flashback. Sacrifice 3 creatures. You may cast this spell from your graveyard for its flashback cost, then exile it. Criminal Plating. 2 generic mana for an artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. Black, attach Criminal Plating to target creature you control and an equip cost of 1. Hadron Archive. 4 generic mana for an artifact. Tap. 2/2. Tap, add 2 generic mana. And then 2 tap, sacrifice Hadron Archive, draw 2 cards. Mask of Memory, 2 generic mana. For an artifact equipment, equip cost of 1. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw 2 cards. If you do, discard a card. Soul Ring, 1 generic mana. For tap, add 2 generic mana. And then we have another land. Baron Moor. Baron Moor enters the battlefield tapped, and you can tap it to add black, or you can pay black to discard this card and draw a card. Oh, my mistake. I think I'm trying to pick up all the lands. Okay, there we go. Alright, we did Borvin Mine. We have Myriad Landscape. Myriad Landscape is a land. Myriad Landscape enters the battlefield tapped. You can tap it to add colorless, and you can pay 2, tap it to sacrifice Myriad Landscape. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Share a land type, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Reliquary Tower, you have no maximum hand size. And then to tap, and you add colorless. Darkness. Black. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. Go for the Throat. 1 and a black for a destroy target non-artifact creature. Arcane Signet for 2 generic mana. You get an artifact tap, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Commander Sphere. 3 generic mana with an artifact. Tap, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. And then you can sacrifice Commander Sphere to draw a card. Mind Stone. Man, all these cards look so good with Necron artwork. 2 generic mana for tap, add 1. Or 1 tap, sacrifice Mind Stone, draw a card. Thought Vessel. You have no maximum hand size. For 2 generic mana, tap and add colorless. And you also have no maximum hand size. I thought that was a land. Oh, wait, no. That's one of those. Unstable Obelisk. Obelisk? I think it's Obelisk. For 3 generic mana, you get an artifact. Tap, add colorless. 7, tap, sacrifice Unstable Obelisk. Destroy target permanent. That's a lot. I don't think that'll ever be activated. Wayfire's Bubble. 1 generic mana for an artifact. 2 and tap to sacrifice Wayfire's Bauble. Search your library for a basic land card. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle. Desert of Glorified. It's a land. It's Desert. Desert of Glorified. Enters the battlefield tapped. Tap. Add black and 1 in a black for cycling. Discard this card and to draw a card. Polluted Mire. Polluted Mire enters the battlefield tapped. Tap, add black, and then for 2 generic mana, you can discard this card to draw a card. Vault of Whispers. It's just an artifact land that you can tap to add black. Alright. This is one of the ones that I've been thinking about for my commander. Because he's really powerful. Anakir, the Traveler. 4 and a black for a 4/4 legendary artifact creature Necron. Lord of the Phyrexian Legions. Whenever Anakir of the Traveler attacks, you may cast an artifact spell from your hand or graveyard by paying life equal to its mana cost, rather than paying its mana cost. So I'm going to put this guy off to the side, because he might be my commander. Biotransfers. 2 black for an enchantment. Creatures you control are artifacts in addition to their other types. That literally does not matter. Every creature in here is an artifact, I'm pretty sure. The same is true for creature spells you control and creatures cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Okay. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you lose 1 life and create a 2/2 black Necron warrior artifact. Creature token, powerful. Cryomancer. For 1 and a black, you get a 1/1 artifact creature Necron wizard. Flying, automatic, transfusion. 1 tap, sacrifice another creature, draw a card, and it has unearth for 2 and a black. Cryptek. 3 and a black for an artifact creature Necron wizard. 1 and a black for tap. Choose another target artifact creature you control. When that creature dies this turn, return it to the battlefield tapped under your control. And it's a 3/3. This guy can be your commander too, because he's also a legendary artifact creature. Illuminator Cease. 2 in the black for a legendary artifact creature, Necron. 3/3. Secrets of the Soul. Tap, sacrifice another creature. Add an amount of black equal to the sacrificed creature's mana value. This looks like a cool card, in my opinion. The minute I'm done with this, all these cards are going into sleeves. Luke Hust Heavy Destroyer. 1 black for a 3/2 artifact creature Necron. Flying. Etumic Exterminator. When Lucas Heavy Destroyer enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature. And it has unearthed for 5 black. Lich Guard, 2 in the black for a 2/3 artifact creature Necron. Guardian Patrols, 3 black, sacrifice Lich Guard. Return all legendary creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Necron Deathmark, 3 black for a flash 5/3 artifact creature Necron. Symphic Disturminator. When Necron Deathmark enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target creature. And target player mills 3 cards. Necron Overlord. 2 black for a 2/5 artifact creature Necron Noble. Relentless March. X tap X untapped artifacts you control. Target opponent loses X life. Out of the Tombs. Oh, that's not horrifying at all. At the beginning of your upkeep, put 2 Eon counters on Out of the Tombs. Then mill cards equal to the number of Eon counters on it. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, instead return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. If you can't, you lose the game. That's powerful. Royal Warden. 3 black for a artifact creature Necron. 3/2. Phalanx Commander. When Royal Warden enters the battlefield, create 2 tapped 2/2 black Necron Warrior artifact creature tokens. Unearthed for 3 in black. Shard of the Nightbringer. 5 black for a creature Catan. 8/8. Flying. Drain life. When Shard of the Nightbringer enters the battlefield, if you cast it, target opponent loses half their life rounded up. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. This is another Shard. Shard of the Void Dragon. 4 black, so 7 mana, for a 7/7 creature Catan. Flying. Spear of the Void Dragon. Whenever a Shard of the Void Dragon attacks, each opponent sacrifices a non-land permanent. Matter Absorption. Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, or it is put into exile from the battlefield, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Shard of the Void Dragon. Really powerful. Shapatek Lord. 2 in a black for an artifact creature Necron Noble. 3/2. Menace. Command Protocols. Other artifact creatures you control get +1/+0 and have Menace. Unearth for 2 and black. Techromancer. Oh, my mistake. Stop. Alright, Techromancer. 5 black for a 5/1 artifact creature Necron Wizard. When Technomancer enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards, then return any number of artifact creatures with total mana value 6 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Their name is Death. 3 black, 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 6 mana for a sorcery. Destroy all non-artifact creature. Man, they have a lot of names. Their number is Legion. X black, 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 black. For sorcery, create X tapped 2/2 black Necron warrior creature, artifact creature, warrior artifact creature tokens. Then you gain life equal to the number of artifacts you control. Exile their number is Legion. You may cast their number is Legion from your graveyard. Tomb Blade. 4 black, black, black. No, black, black. My mistake. So just 6 instead of 7. Artifact creature Necron. 5/4. Flying. Whenever Tomb Blade deals combat damage to a player, that player loses life equal to the number of creatures they control unless they sacrifice a creature. Unearth for 6 and black, black. This was the other commander. Tazaran the Infinite. 4 black, black for a legendary creature owl. Legendary artifact creature Necron. 4/6. Death Touch. Prismic Gallery. As long as Tazaran the Infinite is on the battlefield, it has all activated abilities of all artifact cards in your graveyard, which is extremely powerful. Which is why I think it's either going to be Tazaran or Anakir. One or the other. Tarch Stalker, 3 black, black for an artifact creature Necron. Taunting Relay. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose an opponent. Creatures attacking the last chosen player have menace. 4/5. The War in Heaven. The first one, you draw 3 cards and you lose 3 life. Second, mill 3 cards. Third is choose up to 3 target creature cards with total mana value 8 or less in your graveyard. Return each of them to the battlefield with a Nomadius counter on it. Their artifacts in addition to their other types. Sagas work at the beginning of your upkeep, or when they enter the battlefield, they trigger. So when you play this, the first one will trigger. Number 1, you draw 3 cards and you lose 3 life. And the next time you would untap, the second one. And then the time after that, the third one. That's how sagas work. Konotab Scrab Swarm. For 4 generic mana, you get an artifact creature insect. 1/1. Flying. Feeder Manubs. When Konotab Scrab Swarm enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard. For each artifact or land card exiled this way, create a 1/1 colorless insect artifact creature token with flying. Ooh, a spider. Konopek Spider. 5 generic mana for an artifact creature spider. Flying. Farbarak Claw Army. Array. Whenever another non-token artifact creature or vehicle enters the battlefield under your control, you draw a card. 4/4. We're almost to the end, guys. Konopek. Tomb Sentinel. 4 generic mana for an artifact creature insect. Vigilance. And it also is a 4/3. Exile Cannon. When Kontop Tomb Sentinel enters the battlefield from a graveyard, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent. And its unearthed cost is 7 generic mana, which is a lot. Konoptek Wraith, maybe. 3 generic mana for a 2/1 artifact creature Wraith. Wraith form. Konotapped Wraith can't be blocked. Dimensional Scout. When Konopact Wraith deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 3 and sacrifice it. If you do, search the library for up to 2 basic land cards with the same name as a land you control. Put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Use this when we get to the good artifacts. Convergence of Dominion. 3 generic mana for an artifact. Dynastic, I don't know. Command Node. As long as you control your commander, activate abilities of cards in your graveyard Costs 2 less to cast. This effect can't reduce the mana in the ability's activation to less than 1 mana. And then Declaration Protocols. 3 tap, mill 3 cards. Cryptothal Thrall, yeah. 4 generic mana for a 3/3 artifact creature construct. Sorry. Protector. Other artifact creatures you control have hexproof. So every guy but this guy. And then Ghost Arc. 4 generic mana for an artifact vehicle. 3/3. Flying. Repair Barge. Whenever Ghost Arc becomes crewed, each artifact creature card in your graveyard gains under 3 until end of turn. And its crew cost is 2, which means you have to tap 2 guys with total power 2 or more. So that shouldn't be hard. Necron Monolith. 7 generic mana for a 7/7 artifact vehicle. Flying indestructible Eternity Gate. Whenever Necron Monolith attacks, mill 3 cards for each creature card milled this way. Create a 2/2 black Necron Warrior artifact creature token. And then its crew is 4. Resurrection Orb. For 2 generic mana, you get equipped creature has lifelink. Whenever equipped creature dies, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Hey guys, forgot to say this, but for all these crewing things, you tap any number of creatures you control with total power 4 or more, and then this vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. So you don't have to tap 4 guys. You can only tap 1 if its total power is 4. So like you could tap Cesarek the Infinite because his power is 4. And you can also do that for Anakir, the Traveler. But yeah, Resurrection Orb. There you go. Sphere of Eternal Glory. 4 generic mana for a legendary artifact. Add 1 mana of any color. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Tap, add 3 mana of any 1 color. Activate only if you control 3 or more lands with the same name. Tomb Fortress. Tomb Fortress enters battlefield. Tap, add black. 2 black. Tap, exile Tomb Fortress, mill 4 cards, then return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Beacon of Unrest. Put target artifact or creature card from a graveyard to the battlefield under your control. Then shuffle Beacon of Unrest into its owner's library. Living Dead. 3 black for a sorcery. Each player exiles all creature cards from their graveyards. Then sacrifices all creatures they control. Then puts all cards they exiled this way onto the battlefield. So you basically switch all of your living creature cards on the battlefield for all the dead creature cards in your graveyard. Pretty cool. Moluate, I'm assuming. 2 black for sorcery. All creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn for each swamp you control. Caged Sun, one of the best cards ever. 6 generic mana for an artifact. As Caged Sun enters the battlefield, choose a color. Creatures you control the chosen color get +1/+1. Whenever a land's ability causes you to add 1 or more mana of the chosen color, add one additional mana of that color. So basically you tap a swamp to add a swamp, and you add 2 swamps instead of 1. 2 generic mana for an artifact. Draw 2 tap, draw a card. Activate only if you control 3 or more lands with the same name. And Gilded Lotus. 5 generic mana for tap, add 3 mana of any 1 color. Mystic Forge. 4 generic mana for an artifact. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast artifact spells and colorless spells from the top of your library. Tap, pay 1 life, exile the top card of your library. And I believe, last card. Sculpting Steel. 3 generic mana for an artifact. You may have Sculpting Steel enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact on the battlefield. Yep, that's it. Alright, guys, that was the deck. I'm going to zoom out so you can see everything. Well, actually, no, you can't. Now you can. That's too much. So, yeah, I have the Swamps, we have the Necron Warriors, we have the main guy, we have the deck, and then we have the 2 possible commanders I will run. So, yeah, I hope you like this deck review. I also have this card. Don't forget about that, and the life wheel, and the deck box, and the card, and this. That's everything. And the actual deck box, which I can reach over here and grab. I'm thinking of starting to make all my deck boxes, like, look good. And, like, 4 pieces of art. But, yep, this is the deck box. This deck looks extremely good. And by the time you are watching this video, if you want to, you can go look at one of my podcast episodes, my most recent one probably, and you will see my complete setup. Because right now, I don't have the complete setup, but you should see it if you are looking at the, like right now. So yeah, go see it, because it looks amazing, even though I'm taking a wild guess. I hope it looks amazing. If it doesn't, well, that's kind of a problem. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, and goodbye. I will see you in a podcast episode, another video like unboxing or something else like that. Bye.